I was taught that education is the only way to make it. Then how'd I get so much money inside my savings? My teachers never saw the heights that I was fucking aiming. Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then. Am I the only one that noticed humans on the same shit? Y'all thoughts are selling on the same shit. And if that's the case, then that's the reason that you ain't shit. Let me enlighten you, my niggas. Just let your brain drip. First of all, the best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing.
Good.
Done right, corporations think it's
Grand Rising.
Feed us these ideas and then we place them in our hearts to sit. It's why kids are good. It's why Nike is good as.
What's going on? You comfortable? Are you asleep? I love y'all. That's why I'll bring you the truth. No matter. You're stuck in the matrix. Everything we've been taught is all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind, and fly.
Man, can't you see what robots not what we do when we got no shot in the real world until we climb out of this ice cold box? Your whole life has been part of our whole plot to keep you at the bottom while they on top. Stay quiet and they won't stop. They always try to show us what we don't got. They do it to all of us till we finally break and go. Knowing we need to catch the Rick. Mice is oxygen. It make us feel like if we ain't got it, we can fit in.
Next parental.
Turn away when I mention.
Y'all know I'm real. Y'all know I come off.
These shows making us feel like we ain't cool unless we have making us feel like beautiful women get Botox, fake tits.
I'm just wondering if y'all know what's going on, man. By the TV? The reality shows? Politics? They're all rituals, family. And it's time that we realize that. Do you know? Do you know that rituals are being practiced in the highest ranks of government? I'll share a little bit about government and what's going on with this whole theatrics that we call politics. Man, all this shit with Trump, Pelosi tearing up the State of the Union address. It was a copy. It was just a copy. It's all theatrics, family. Are you awake to what's going on? You aware as to why they're pumping out this division and this fear porn? It's for a reason, family. The theatrics of politics, the division in this country. People talking about World War III, World War III. What are we going to do? World War III. not knowing, not understanding that World War III has been going on. It's been a psychological warfare ever since World War II ended. Are you awake to that, family? Are you aware? Do you really understand what's going on? All of the distractions being thrown out there? What government means? To govern, to regulate, to control, to steer, to dampen or hold back or retard. And meant. Govern, meant meaning mentality, mental, your mind, the human mind. To govern the human mind is what government is. When you go to the poll, what is a poll? A poll is an opinion. You're giving your opinion, and they're getting your opinion to know what your values are and what sides what side your way of thinking is, right or left. But what does it say, man? A house divided cannot stand. A house divided cannot stand. What does that mean, family? What does that look like in this country right now? Think about it. A house divided cannot stand, but we got all of this division going on in the United States. A lot of people don't understand or understand the difference between the United States and the United States of America, the United States government and the United States of America. Corporate entities, courts, extortions, theatrics. I don't want to be 100% negative, family, but sometimes we need a loud bang, a crash, even sometimes to have some water thrown on us. In emergencies, maybe even smacked awake, right? And that's what this can be. This can be a smack. It can be a hard smack when you start to understand what's going on. You hear the term lesser of two evils when you go to the polls and give your opinion that doesn't count. They have these things laid out. They want you to believe that your vote matters, that your vote counts, but really they're just taking notes. They're just keeping track of who stands for what and how to categorize you. That way they can continue to mind fuck you. Again, I don't censor shit, and so I just want y'all to understand that. My language is rough. I'm not for everybody. That's okay. You know, I've heard it said that politics is WWE. Damn, if that isn't the truth, man. Anybody, maybe if I start my cam, maybe that'll get people watching. I'm sitting here this morning just contemplating things, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the negativity in this world, we got to realize that it's being perpetuated for a reason, right? For the governing of the mind, the battle of the minds of men. This battle for the minds of men has been that this battle is being waged in the way that minds of men are being manipulated through this programming of society, right? That's exactly what's going on, is a programming of the mind, of the subconscious mind, through movies, through mass media. Coronavirus. I'm going to put a link to a video I have scheduled for this afternoon at 2:15 on YouTube, and I'm going to talk about the human connection and purpose for all of these things, whether it be whether you believe in what's going on with Kobe's death. There's a lot of theories out there that it was an Illuminati sacrifice, that it was an elitist ritual, and a Masonic rite, a Master Mason rite. And there's some speculation that he's not really dead, that was theatrics. There's a lot of things been going on that you can easily get wrapped up in. I've even posted some things about regarding these theories and the way that the numbers kind of point to some of these things. And the fact that there's an energy produced by the energy in a toroidal field is actually in spiritual circles, it's referred to as your aura. Scientific communities, it's known as your toroidal field. And this field of energy affects other things, the reality around. It's expelled and creates reality. It's those who know let me try this, family. Out for 1 second. We back up. Might get a little bit of feedback. Was having some connection issues. I don't know what's going on with my technology. The cases are how it all works. It's very, very easy to remain being used as a pawn and being played. And family, I don't think that is a place that any of us are going to remain. And the society's waking up. There is a great awakening happening, and we see that what's happening is disclosure is coming out, and there are many people that are rejecting the truth. And the more and more that gets disclosed, and also there's so much misdirection and misinformation, and the more and more that happens, it's really, again, a social conditioning, and to see how programmed the masses are and how far that this envelope can be pushed, right? And so, are you buying into it? Are you playing into it? Are you pumping your energy into the lives and of these entertainers, of these actors? They're actors, family. They put on characters. They put on personas. Various spirits. They just they walk around as masks, and we're pumping our energy into their lives, believing that we have some kind of influence or part in their life, right? When you don't even know them and they couldn't give a two shits or a rat's ass about you. Like, they really don't care. And so it's one of those things that we really have to consider. I see how ridiculous it is, and the divisiveness with this whole political melodrama playing out in front of us. And it's really easy to get sucked into taking a side, right? Because you feel like you have to be right. And it's very easy to get it, and it is. It's like WWE for intellectuals. People who believe that they're so smart, and some of these people are so smart that they are literally stupid. They're ignorant of the things going on around them. They're ignorant of the fact that they're being played, they're being used as a pawn in a game, right? And I say they, but there is no separation, because we all are. People in the truth community, I see this huge like wave of, it's a tsunami, man, and people fucking jump on the wave, and you're a truther because you hear this shit from this person, and so you ride the wave and you just start tumbling about as that wave crashes over you, and you just start flailing about, and then you're saying this and you're saying that, and really have no basis or study or reasoning for what you're saying. You just go along with all of the theories, the popular theories that are being produced by the propaganda that's being perpetuated by mass media and even independent media sources, right? Are spewing the same bullshit as the mass media, just putting their own spin on it. And family, we got to wake up from these deceptions. Religion, politics, entertainment, Hollywood, music industry, all of these things are put here as distractions. And when I say religion, I mean, even again, the spiritual communities are so much fucking false light, and you can read it in the New Age movement. People say that I'm New Age because of some of the things, the truths that I post and that I speak about. But I'll tell you what, as far as a religion goes, the New Age religion was a created thing, just like Catholicism and all of these other religions. There's so much legitimacy to the things that are put in the Holy Scriptures of all of these different cultures. Yet they're twisted in a way that, again, is manipulating the mind. Programming of society, the technological, the battle of knowledge, overtaking wisdom. Nobody has wisdom in the things that they learn anymore. Where's the wisdom? Where's the application? Where's the gnosis? If you study the esoteric wisdom and gnosis that's been out there, that's been hidden, that's been burned in the book burnings, and the people who knew these things were deemed witches and warlocks and burned at the stake and drowned and just murdered in horrible ways, right? And it's all to keep you from knowing the truth about yourself, that you're connected to every living thing on this planet on such a deep level. I've done many videos on the quantum aspects. When you start to explore quantum physics and start to understand quantum entanglement and the slit theory and how all of these things correlate and how we're all attached and drawn to one another or repelled from one another. Electromagnetism. It's an amazing thing. Again, we're going to be talking about a lot of these things on, I do talk about a lot of these things on YouTube. And so I'll drop the link in this video to the show that I'm going to be doing later regarding our human connection, the filaments that connect us. And so I'll have a couple of things up that I screen share and just again, there's some amazing research that amazing things in the research that I've done, amazing things that I found in the research that I've done, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. It all begins with understanding that we've been lied to about a lot of things, right? And looking at the way that things are playing out in society, I don't think that was such a bad thing. If people knew the power that they had, the amount of electricity that you generate, each cell, I think there's over 7 billion cells in the body, and each cell housing 1.4 to 1.8 volts of electricity. We're electric beings. Etherically, our spirit, light, the corona, the filament, the we'll talk about that coronavirus and the correlation with what's happening regarding this awakening and what some people call the grand solar flash and a lot of things that are going on in the truth community and in these circles of spirituality that speak about ascension. Family, we're all waiting for and looking for and waiting on something that's already here. It's already here. It's already happened. We've already stepped into that web of reality. And here's the thing, where it says in scripture that every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. Everybody will understand soon, understand very soon what that means. Every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. Everybody will understand what Christ is, what the Christos is, what the anointing is, Christ consciousness. We'll talk about that as well. I talk about a lot of things, and it's very interesting stuff. I know in the beginning of a while back, a couple of years ago, I was making a lot of videos about the deception in the church, and I have a lot of apologies to make. And so Christians, I love you. I consider you my brothers and sisters. And so I apologize if I've offended any of you and made you feel as if I was bashing, because I don't want any hate, division, or separation. And I want to take accountability for that. And so I've got a lot of people that I know that I've probably hurt by exposing some of the things that go on in the church, and even speaking about my own personal experiences in the church. Not productive, family. I think it was helpful for some that were going through that. And so I'm not going to say that it was out of God's will or out of the will of the Creator, that it wasn't supposed to happen. I think all things work together for the good of those who love God and understand who God is. God is in you. And so love God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Love yourself with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Understand that the power of God lives in you, and that's what drives you. That's what you are. You're a fragment of the Most High. And that's that life source energy that's in you, that we draw off of, that we thrive off of, and that we create with. And so again, it's very difficult to grasp these things when you're under specific doctrines and dogmas. And so free your mind, family, and open your eye and allow that light of Christ, that anointing of the Son, right? You're a son and you're a daughter of the Most High Creator, the one who created every angel, every demon, every earth, every heaven, every hell, and all of it is inside of you. You have the cosmos inside of you. You have everything inside of you, family. You are the galaxy. You're a star. Your energy and your love. And so I hope that that we can come together and reason over these things. And I invite you to subscribe to my channel. My YouTube station is Walk in Wisdom. Again, I put a link to the video that I have scheduled later for today. And I just invite you to go ahead and jump over there, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And when you hit the bell for notifications, be sure and hit all. That way, if I post any videos that I've recorded, I do more live streaming, and I plan on doing a live every day. And so I just want to just share all of the things that I've learned, and the love that God's shown me, and the grace and the mercy in my judgments, right? My wrong judgments of people that hurt, people that love, people that need, people that are not lacking, but feel that they're in a place of lack, right? I don't know how often I feel like I'm lacking, but I lack nothing, because I and the Father are one. And so I just want us all to understand that, to understand that, that we, in our abundance of love and light, we need to share that with the world, and we need to share that with each other. That's what will change this world. Is we got to stop the division and stop buying into all of the freaking theatrics, all of the mass media, all of the politics, all of the, I mean, it is watching politics, knowing and understanding what I do now is like watching a couple of preteen age boys fighting over WWE, and over which wrestler is better, and which one is the good guy, and which one should win. And it's like, it's pretty ridiculous, family. And so I just hope that we can all snap out of what's going on. I don't just hope that, I know that we will. And so I'll talk a little bit more about the vision that I've had regarding you know, wars and rumors of wars and these scripted things, scripted prophecies, and the way that they're playing out and the way that I've seen them play out. There will be a day of total knowing, and a day, and on that day, people will drop their firearms. People will drop their grudges and their divisions and their dogmas and their hate, and will become one community, the way that things began. You know, and there's nothing new under the sun, and we're in a cyclical realm. And as all things become new again, and we all come to that knowing of the connection that we have with one another, we'll all understand how we heal the harm and the damage, or what we've seen as harm and damage of two kids fighting in a playpen. You know what I'm saying? Or a group of kids fighting over what's all shared and what there's an abundance of. I mean, it's like being on the basketball court and there's all these balls laying around, right? But everybody on the court wants to fight over that one ball, wants control over it. And when nobody can agree to the rules, that one ball gets locked up and put away and nobody gets to play with it. Yet all of these abundance of basketballs on the court are being ignored. And so that's the talent that's being hidden and buried, as everybody desires and covets that which they see on TV, the TV stars, the Kardashians, the just all of the bullshit nonsense, man. The Grammys, got to follow and keep up with everything that's going on in society, right? Man, screw that. We're coming to a time where you're going to have to be self-sufficient and you're going to have to fend for yourself. And so, family, I'm gonna go. I got things to do. I know you got things to do, and I got that live starting in a couple of hours on YouTube. And I like to be prepared if I'm going to be sharing, screen sharing, and talking about some of the more scientific and esoteric ties regarding these things. And so, I love you, family. I wish you nothing but a grand rising and a grand afternoon, evening, and I just hope y'all to just be filled with joy, love, hope, and fullness. Just be whole and balanced throughout your day, and don't ever let anything put you in a place of fear in your heart to where you're generating that type of energy, because it's just going to perpetuate the fear that's being generated in this realm right now. And so I love y'all, family. I look forward to y'all jumping on the live on YouTube. Watch some of the older videos, share them, give them a thumbs up if they resonate, a thumbs down if you hate them, and but if you're feeling them, you know, please share them. Drop a comment on the videos. Let me know what you thought. Again, whether you love it or hate it, give me your opinions. Let me know if you've researched any of this stuff, and if you have some interesting things that you'd like to add, please email me or drop a comment in the comments on YouTube or on this video, and I'll try and get back to you, and I'll definitely be open to sharing anything that you have to add, you know, as it correlates. And I mean, that's where all pieces to the puzzle, and we got to put the pieces together, family. We got to come together, unite, and be a community, a commune of unity. And that doesn't just mean gathering in one place and having a hippie commune, right? But that means being a community and a network. Again, we'll talk about the connection, the filaments, and the spiritual connection that we all have to one another, regardless of our culture, our blood type, our DNA, our bloodline, all of that crap that people get lost in, and even that I was exploring for a long time. And so I love you, family. I got to get out of here. Wholeness and balance vibrations. Aho.